No see about pe madehye mama mamu nyina adwo mama kwaba eba UTV so yakase boy de fi abeka junction ship house if you man mu na fa mahodo bi so no se mufa so no se de aman a ye de sumo na anwumre na ye kam so kodi asi obenya channel 360 so na Facebook any social media handles how do you nyina yakase boy etwegu ewo ho ye wase da bia na ye de my special ice nsuo this way chocolate drink and then a coffee drink this way non dairy tea cream sanso and a special drink best point service alone need fufu need abekwan wo nyina eka bi and akasebe wo mo afa kana de edi mu akutine bi and say eneda so afa wo hwen sa hwen nsam so bedweku obetumi ahwe aboa ama sa hwen dwumadi akwa animu no wada wo madi
Chairman General Oda Kokoko dwumadi anokwa mesefa kan e de futuo amade suafo se wonyi wo hunya dwumaden wo ba wo hu aba omamui emfa so
na ene ye behwe se be ya maya brabo mamuwa brabo betumi akwa nanim dwumadi bia koso okumase a ye de ho nsam bebre mu
General Secretary ma NPP amanyoko no e de futuo ama party manyina se wo munye omunya dwumaden se de be ya wo betumi akọ abrumfinhia enwoche no
ense bi ka ho ana ye de brɛ mu sɛ kase ba kenkanfo a ye suma na nyimre yi ɛyɛ me Agya Kabena me nim nyaba
Obahima Afia Akyere
Afrika sɛ bona nim nsɛm nie ɛna ɔman so afa wɔno no hwɛ nsrahwɛ na afei adwene hu nsɛm soɔ onunyamfo Mohammed Awar wada bedwako miɛnsa mbako miɛnsa adi na sa bedwako yi wɔm na bɛhwɛ de aboa ama sini ahodo ayeyi National Film Authority afei Ghana National Theatre and afei National Commission on Culture wɔm bɛhwɛ ama odwumadi ahodo mu die nyina no atumi akonanim
Yentua ensam no esoe osofo bedi echi a wo hwe enwomasua ne fa eye TVET eso hey honorable gift chum ampofo wo de atu dwase enedie acting director general ma commission of technical vocational education and training Dr. Freche Asamwa etai na chi papa ama wonam so de atu dwase enenu mpanyifo ani abra wo mo ede dwumadi a eye World Skills Ghana National Competition ne fa etoso mienu no edie Suko kroko no wati edwomo no kasa ewo graduation etoso du miensa ewo UPSC suapon mu ewo enkran wano mukosua de efa information technology and communications hono na yeje omokwan eno na wo kire mu ese wo abrabo mu ankasa no yedie no eba abrawa ye adwumaden eno nti wono mabesua de awie no omunye adwumaden emwa Ghana na entumpo na afenso yedie embro mu abrabum.
Some of you may have jobs, others may not. For those of you who have jobs, I pray that whatever it is that you've acquired here will put you in positions where you would advance in your fields of endeavor. But for those of you who are out there coming fresh onto the job market, as they say in Akan, it is not an easy task. Most young people today have a sense of entitlement. You leave school, especially for those of you who are going to start working, you leave school and you think that the world owes you a job. And yet it's not that easy. But I wish you well in all of this. Because for those of you who will be lucky enough to find jobs, ask yourselves, what kind of jobs will it be? For those of us who have a sense of entitlement, are you hoping to walk out of here stripped into such a high-paying job that if you're offered a startup, or if you're offered, from somewhere that is probably below middle-level management or even junior management, you'll reject it? I still remember what my salary was 25 years ago. It's the equivalent of 20 cedis today. At the time, it wasn't much. It still is not much. But we began from somewhere. So do not despise small beginnings. Challenge yourself. Accept whatever situation you find yourself in, but don't accept to remain there. Improve upon it, move beyond it, and whilst you are at it, remember, things don't happen overnight.
Vice Chancellor Edema UPSA Obenfo Abednago Amate and so Ekasaye.
Well, basically, they've been here for 4 years, some 3 years, some 2 years. They've been kept under the umbrella of this university, so to speak. We can only wish them well. So we pray that they do well, they get jobs to do, they improve upon themselves, and be better citizens for this country.
Ruth Ekyokon ena enya first class will BS Information Technology mu ono so small day to journey.
Ena from kwa it's on COVID in ho sensementi. Na so mo mi o mani na mo sua o mo yero mo ho a gidi se bebo. Afen so bra call to the outside world no. Me gidi se I was o madu kwaidie edi won nim. No kwaidie edi won nim. Na wo yo afen so na church bia no so. Na wo se wo de afedi ago.
Wei eye chairman general wono na eda kokroko dwumade ano kwa misefa kan ebra na ode afutuo ema adisuafo a womo edi dwumakase e wo Faculty of Information Technology and Communication Studies so wonhwe ema wo ho emra omamu nyina emfaso
ye kwanse fufuru ma na dwumade bia koso ni nyina ne se wo mo hwe kwan se bibimemu hadan hodo ayesie no ebetumi ayedia edimu letumi aboa ma amanfo betine mu no eho betumi ahenha wo mo
professionals ana womo ewo enimdie ewo real estate industry womo ashase ewo enkran awmo eboa na African Real Estate Conference and Expo enso etimi abaso na botaya ehio mu nyina eniso ense womo ebeboa ama womo ede womo ho ahyemu no womo ebetimi adwom na so na womo etimi aboa abie enwuma ama amanfo enso etimi enya biaye se ne be ya obia ensa ebetimi akona no na nyame yaduma meminda ebe ena ni nyina ebeba na wieye ewo enkran
me hu ni say housing deficit no ye adwuma kakra na wo se ye ne de solve problem no de nti ameka saa ne say ye ka say dan ni ho nenso no hu se nkrofo so pedan a omunye bi afi nso developers ne so bi SC dan asi ho so a ni pantim inti there is a missing puzzle inti me me hu ni say de nipa e free mia ba aba shia a yididi nkomo yi e betumi a solve sa problem no me me hu ni say problem no eye say eye housing deficit na me hu ni say collaboration eni ho
UTV central for enso ene womo edo mo ho ahye dwumade mu ebi mo so etwetwe enkomo
uti real estate memma o yemu show even though it's highly capital intensive. But for me, it starts from your commitment. You can't say a journey of 1,000 miles begin with the steps. Say, our commitment now. We, for instance, you come to our office, we deal with people on individual basis. Obiani nahodi.
We are learning so much, formalizing our industry, making partnerships to bring more housing, better development, and better structures to our local market and more investments so that the Ghanaians and our local West African region can continue to thrive, survive, and grow well beyond our largest dreams.
Untimi so ya no panka say in fact wokɔdwom kura wokɔmakola say wokɔtɔ tomatoes a wobɛkɔ nipa bɛɛ 40 gina hɔ wobɛtɔ tomatoes ba do ka say we de ho omre we de intimi de ko estim te bepɛ de ho omre no prepare answer no aka say wopɛ edan a wokɔtina medan untimi nkɔtɔ dan ka say de kya me kɔtɔ dan wofuru enti plan yi say ho amuna metimi mu adidwa ho amuna me no meji omudi ebeye meji this 60,000 the nation number 1 builder ye na obetimi yaji yedi ye betimi no wakɔ obetimi akɔ bank enti ye mo de ye more reliable enti plan na ne nya adwuma ye so betimi abɔ
General Secretary ma NPP amanyoko no hey Owura John Boadu na wode afutu ama party manyina wo Western North Mantam emuse wonyi wo hunya adwumade a ebeboa ama afi 2024 emma ye beto no ombenya mmahye bedwam enkonwa bebre
MPP amayoko no yenhyiemu ewo mantam ahodo nim Western North Mantam nim ena twetwe ni ma MPP Owura John Boadu akasade atudwa se efri afe apima hankredo okromyenu 1992 ye hyase de amamra ye adwuma se yeto aba no MPP amayoko no nyankunwa mboronan ewo sefida na yade bi ha adwene pa enti wachire akitafo ni nyina so monye adwumaden emmoa ma emfie mpimbenu ene aduonu nan 2024 omo enyankunwa dodo sanse MPP aban abo adwuma
ye breaki 8 no na ye breaki the parliamentary drought the various constituencies. If you can over the years, NDC for 19 years. Now cocoa production just under 400,000 tons. The jail before within 8 years, with the interventions or the buyer, we increase the cocoa from 400,000 to close to 800,000. And then, hitting 1.3 million tons.
Na sehwiyo so ma hye bedwani a wono kroya so ene ye oso afo at na ye abodi mu nyansapene nimde nto aso Dr. Kwaku Afriye enso ekasaya na nensem eni
na yam pre emra chinto ye mo monka na monse mudi MPs no who play against each other no and they will make bold. Me, I'm not speaking on behalf of the other MPs and me it's very very unhealthy. No, you say if you are cry for pre hospital a contomra if you are not the role of me play on na check the sitting MP. Now so it is good that I don't come forward. Not sitting MP when you all the encomiums na you won sa na ya to abamano. That is how it should be.
Western North Mantam ni swafo ye Owura Richard Obeng ono so ekasaye
amamo dia me too Akyere in the midst of my considerations,
Western North MPP Amayukonu Jumtinani, Owura William Benjamin Asiedu enso kasai.
Our progress from this moment and ahead of the subsequent election is hinged on the unity and progress that we have. It is paramount to note that as members of the MPP fraternity, we need to let go of any differences in pursuit of our common objective.
Yabesa china yakwakofa onyanfo Mohammed Awal oyeso afa wohwe yen amamere na fe yen srahwe ho ensam so bedwaku makomakoma nsa wada omodi se na be ya nsrahwe no dwumedi ahodo no ebetuma akona anim awomayimu
Abedwako miensa eno oswafo hwe adwinidie akwansra ne amamre so onmunyanfo Mohammed Awal amomaso afremu ehwaye baako eye National Film Authority, Ghana National Theatre and National Commission on Culture na eno oswafo ne ye ne se omunye adwumaden wochira no se National Film Authority fo ne de eso mutimi hwe na bosumi bia no omutimi di sini beye 200 eba bontene nebo enwuma be 400,000 na Ghana fo nya biye.
Under my watch, what I want you to do is to help make Ghana a hub for film production. It's very important for us. We have all the attributes to be a film hub, at least in West Africa. We have diversified culture, 29 castles and forts, rich customs and traditions, very good landscape, good ecosystems. Let us leverage that and make Ghana an attractive location for film production. I want to charge you, Mr. Chairman, and your members. We need from next year to produce not less than very good films every year. Out of that 200 production, we should be able to generate 40,000 jobs. We've done the calculations, been done. It can be done. Minimum 200 good Ghanaian movies that portray the Ghanaian culture. And out of this, we should be creating about 40,000 jobs.
National Film Authority titinani ema Abedwako ni Owura David Donto okasaye.
We carry it through our Honorable Minister to His Excellency the President for, so to speak, returning us to base, trusting that we can do the job. Indeed, we can. We have had a peek in what is there and the enormity of the task ahead of us. And we wholly accept the challenge, which we believe we can deliver, to be able to do even more than what the minister has requested for. And this is because these are all the big brains that we have in the industry in this country. And if we cannot deliver, then it means we have failed the industry. And not only the industry, but the whole country.
Ghana National Theatre Abedwako titinani ye Nana Fredria Ajimanofori ata ononso smodi tu dwani.
In my past experience here in the last 3 years, culture and art does not get center stage at the ministry. That is our problem. when it was the year of return, I'd like to throw a challenge to the ministry. How many times we were offered spots to offer entertainment to those showing up here from abroad? The director of drama is here, the director of dance is here, the director of the orchestra is here. They can give you an album full of opportunities they would offer all those people. But we were not given that space. So it was not the National Theatre's fault. And the challenge in our marching orders you've given us, Minister, is whether you will resource us enough to do those achievements. We set up committees to do things that would make us very dynamic. Resourcing was our problem. In fact, I don't even remember that we got a ministerial visit to come and find out exactly what's going on at the theatre. I'm saying that in our marching orders, my team, my new team, and I believe we're very proud to be appointed, and we're grateful to the President, to you, the Minister, and to the management and staff of the National Theatre for giving us this opportunity. But we're not going to be able to achieve it if we do not get resourced.
Ayade Shamama, Madama, Momenkweje, Abuafo, and Kratwo, Yeba, Kasiebono, Yebetuaso.
Yamarefo nyina akwaba yetwa ensem no eso. Omampanyin da John Dramani Mahama otu Franka edima NDC amanyuku e wa frase aba etu ye emono. Wo de atu dwa se ansa na naban no ebekọ no mo hyempuntu nyuma bebre ase ebi ene Abetifi Hospital na kato na bro no mawie enso aban bae ne nyina no wato no ajeje mo. Oni nananom hemfu bedwe wo epoemantem ne kasa ya wo de ensemi etu eja.
Governments are enjoined to continue the projects begun by their predecessors. Unfortunately, it will appear that after 2016, the new government that came has either advertently or inadvertently refused to work on many projects that the previous government started. And I can name so many of them. There are road projects, there are hospital projects, there are school projects. I mean, I know in my brother Kohumahin's jurisdiction, the famous Abetifi Hospital is crying for continuation and completion. If you go to other places, there are many of such hospitals that have been abandoned. I'm happy to note that the Somanya Hospital has been completed, but then it needs to be operationalized as quickly as possible. Government says it's going to build 111 more hospitals. If some have been finished, at least let them start working while you bring in the extra 111, or if some were ongoing, complete them and add the 111 hospitals. Unfortunately, it will look like there's more attention in cutting short for the new 111 hospitals than there is for completing the hospitals that are already under construction. And so these are things that I think we need to draw attention to. There are many road projects that we started. Government asked the contractors to stop work, and they wanted to audit the projects before they continue. Up till today, those projects have remained abandoned. I'm happy that the sword I cut in Somanya for the Eastern, the university that we popularly call the Eastern University, but which is the University of Environment and Sustainable Development, that project continued, and the main campus of the university is almost complete. Unfortunately, we sought Korean funding for the satellite campus, we call it, which was supposed to focus on agriculture, to be put in Afram Plains in Donkokrum, in the Kwao traditional area. Unfortunately, I mean, by the wisdom of government, it decided that it will shift that campus from Donkokrum to Bonsu in the Achim traditional area. That would not be a bad thing if it is operationalized. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that project, has started, in any earnest. But these are some of the things that happen. In educational system, e-blocks, we had several e-blocks that were ongoing. Unfortunately, several of them have been abandoned, even though some have been completed, children have not been put in. Others are at a very advanced stage of completion. There's one in Sekeswa. Anytime I drive up the road to Asesewa, I pass by it and I see it. There's one at Obopa. It's also abandoned. And then there's one at Apeswa. Apeswa has been completed, but it is not being used. It's empty. Children have not been put in. And it's a shame to see that you have a whole completed secondary school that can take more than 1,000 kids, and yet we're forcing children to go either as red traffic light or yellow or green, according to the different tracks. If we completed even a fraction of the schools that are near completion, we would ease the congestion in our existing secondary schools and be able to abolish the double track system.
Omaimo apomuden enkwabata wasantema ntemu da tudwa chiremu se womotu na mwahodo bebre aboa masisi amene okase no empre wonyensen eswate
eye mmofra anase emaya wo mumfie ebeye efri edu enum ekopem edu enkromeche 15 to 19 years no mo fa afuro no na ekoda nimpa nso sesi ameka se 2020 eyade a etimi aba fompa na eye apomudin aso eye ahodo ewo ewiase afa na nyina empene so se abaya a obefa afuro no ense se oye obi a wonyie anase na apomu no enye den enti 15 to 19 years de omo empekra na nso so no eyade akwa na ekoso omo kire se covid ɛbaayɛ no ɛyɛ adeɛ na amanfoɔ tete paa sɛ wanhwɛ yi a ɛde saa teenage pregnancy ɛbɛtumi aba paa nanso asantema ntɛm adeɛ wohwɛ adwumadie bi ɔmo kɔyɛ UNICEF boaeɛ ɔmo ɛkɔyɛ ɛwɔ mɛnsini baako ɛwɔ asante mantɛma no wotumi sɛ ɛkɔ fam paa ɔkyerɛ sɛ wohwɛ 2020 ɔmo keka ɔmo nneɛma ɛbɔ mu no ɛma pem bi a ɔmo anyim bia no yɛhwɛ mu a na emu aduonu nsia 26 ɛna ɛyɛ ɔmo ɛbɛtumi aka sɛ ɔmo mfie no ɛwɔ 15 ɛkɔpem 19 years ɛno ɛna Dr. Michael Roxon Agya a ɔno ɛna ɛyɛ Deputy Director in charge of Public Health ɛwɔ asante mantɛma kyerɛ sɛ ɛno so ɛnkyerɛ sɛ wɔn agyae saa ɛko no ɔmɛkɔ so a ayɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a saa teenage pregnancy no ɛtoɔ ɛbɛtwa adwumadie a wɔn yɛ no wɔ asante akyem south a wɔn too saa adwumadie no di medaakye enti
yɛho mpem bebree sɛ ana mpɛwanyinsen ɛyɛ adeɛ na ɛha mmɛbunu anaasɛ yɛmɔfɔm saa mfeedu kɔsi dunkɔn no asante mantam yɛto anamɔ bebree afa ho sɛ sɛ wofa ɛfiri 2016 abc ɛnɛ yi a 2016 anka wofa mmɛbunu anaasɛ nkɔlɔ mu mfeedu kɔsi dunkɔn no wofa emu 1000 biara na emu 30 ɛna enyinsɛn ba ɛnɛ 2020 ate abafam bɛdu 26 wofa 1000 bi emu 26 na enyinsɛn nso ɛnya adeɛ ɛkasa bi a abafam no nti no yɛbɔ sɛ yɛhe yɛne nkɛnya ne sɛ nanka akɔla bia mpo nni hɔ ankɔbɛ nyinsen ɛmma onu ne mfie so yɛ enti yɛnya ɛmmoa firi UNICEF sɛ yɛnhyehyɛ dwumadie bi ɛwɔ asante akyem South District na ntimi mmoa nkonkan ne nti yɛde kɔ hɔ nkyɛ sɛ bi asante akyem South District hɔ no ɛbuna na sɛ nkoraguo no ɔmo nyinsen basa nte sa na mmom akɔyɛ bibi afei ne yɛhyɛ aseɛ ɛwɔ asante man mu no abɛka nhyehyɛ wɔ ɔdeda no ho no na ɛsɛ yɛnya baabi a yɛbɛnya ahemfo ɛne amanfo ne NGOs apomdia so yɛfo nyinaa no yɛbɛnya collaboration anaasɛ baabi a saa teamwork na wɔ yie emu ɛden paa yɛbɛtumi ɛde akora saa dwumadie na yɛtumi nya ho mfaso nti ne yɛde kɔ hɔ yɛyɛ ne saa wie a na yɛtumi nya impact a district aka no nso yɛbɛtere mu akɔ hɔ a asante akyem south no yɛbɛnya suahunu bi afi hɔ yɛbɛtumi de ahyɛ afoforɔ mu ɛkena nti na yɛde ɛkɔ hɔ nti yɛade a yɛbia no a yɛbɛtete mmabunu as volunteers no mɛboa koraa ayɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ ɛde ama ɔmo nyɔnko mu abɔde huru afa mpɛwanyinsen ho abɔde huru afa nwobɔne ne nsanom a saa koi ɔmo mu no na ɛtumi aboa ma ɔman no anaasɛ kuro no anaa wagye no ɛnka nkɔ ɛtumi agyina yɛsi ɛfa mmabunu apɔmuden ho a
Oswafo abedi echi ohwe enwumesuane fa eye TVET eso eye honorable gift chum ampofo na woni acting director general ema CTVET eye Dr. Freche Asamwa waka wonwa boma wada World Skills Ghana National Competition any TVET Expo 2021 no wo mo adanedi
2018 Ghana ye National World Competition ye wo trade fair ewie na yenuanom na ade no ede won kɔ Kigali won kɔ yeso han kogu yeni mu ase wonya prize akese ne onu oduane de kyese onu na ne duane de pa ene other niema yenya medals 4 so na yenko bi da enu achi na 2019 you register as the 81st country we are seeing now you can World Skills International in 2019 now so you call Kazan share senior World Skills Competition nan kasa ya yeno ya so nye ministry for the industry players call ye the school for so ekoye na World Skills here ya came sa competition say ya see ya wo zona see ya wo national ni nyina no eboa ema ya competitors na say ya school for no won share wo ho ma won develop confidence won be sua de efi won yankasa won nua no ma won won competition in chain we won confidence nso akosoro na fe won yihu won say ni school ho no otino ana ne factory ho no otino na say ne kiosk no mo otino na mo hu say bibi o ye bia no o ya me wiase ene e ka ne say globally competitive enti so ye bibi wo mi kuro nti mi kura ewia na o the two platform bi so say o ton a ene be wo wiase afana nyina no eye pe nti ye kwan a ema ye mabunu no ana say ye industry players no we ni ba won ho so say enye say ama de okosue tire ye no ayi bibiara na mo wo ye ne se ne wiase nyina ebeje atum
Ushema from 2017 ebesi sabre no wono a wanya interest won sanu adwuma no kwa animu yenim si yenya mu ho na na adodanko akufado kan se ne botae se ohanchemu aduonum at least omo beko ensanu adwuma suam eno na sabre no na enyoma atoto yi amagana enti no ye bo mabaso avi ye fiti ase a journey of a master with a step. Said your kind of your best appeal to Ghana Mebunu say no matter what acquire so and Samuel Jumanti TB. If it's a skills by your aspirational, never your or pepper and mobiana. Ejuma sem and sheda and yedin ewo Ghana memu antino ye 2 are for Ghana our 4 titru and Mebunu say encourage baby awadu bia no wo akwanya se utimi esua ensano adwuma bi.
The youth out there, if you are planning to join the World Skills competition next 2 years or next year, I'll urge you to really do your best and join, because it's really going to sharpen your skills and it's going to take you far as well.
And before they could be a friend to this advocacy group of Ghana. And they ako FD Australia ni nyina ne so wo mo ne panyifo no kudin sa so de be ya ne mahodo a ye ye o manmu ene de krefia ma no ne ba no ye bitumi de di mu aba se ne be ya wo mo a enye de ye papa no ye bitumi hu mo de to mo so sa.
Ghana Standard Authority ya bejoku omohwe se niema ye krefri amonone abano eye papa ena de ye ne Ghana ha se ne so ye papa na ye omo ne akuoku ahodo omudi dwa no ne di ensa wo so brebebri mu na sesia no na Traders Advocacy Group of Ghana edwadifo ekuo mpenifo akwakosra empenifo won kran kasaye mu no ena omo akiremu ese omo pese niema ye be krefri amonone ne niema ye be ne Ghana ha se ne be ye papa edi amaye nyina. Traders Advocacy Group of Ghana titinani Daniel Kojo amwatin ekasaye
aye niema o shase aye 4 years back no conformity standards se be ya niema ye de ba oman mu no enye niema edwadini no ekobogbosi akofa ba obeba na emiti GSA standards na niema no ebe ye nika na ye Ghana fo yem se yepe se ye de niema ebe meet standard na be dwom na ade ba ko awo ye ya eso ye ni for the past 4 years no say one say electrical cables omo akra mraha na omo meye omo test na wa the machines call edwonumu ekosisi one ade a edwadifo ni soye na VW for so ba ha ye hu say one na DSC for na a test car no ya car no car no washe tag for bo say go to be am tag for na Toyota for so utimi yes ade no ma Ghana isi ye ni ma benyam ye hwe unkran ne aka kire say tag de ye bie pono say abre nyina ne de nyina wo bibia wo pese wo ka kire edwadifo a wo de fatag so a
Ghana Standard Authority kwanchefo obenfo Alex Dodu echechense centrofo.
Let us be united as traders and state agencies. Yenjina faku as a united group. Na yemboa yen as one Ghana, one people, one destiny. Say Ghana be ko enim na say Ghana ko enim be boa yen ene yemba ene yebusuafo. Na say mo Ghana ye yi a eyema yenya.
Yenyin kratwe emrae bad yakanyina edebeka ho mamu.
Arishima me yadam asise munya betwen be koto nkrafe ye kase bone asan etoa so na ye toa so na ye ko nkane so afo a wo hwe nyina mahode hu sanso nyamfo buache agya kudato dwa akirem se MPP amayoko na mutu se wo mehwe na mfie nwotwe ya ede anim wo mudi aba ne wi ombesan akoso akwa manim atumi abeye oman no anase aban no ayade adwumaden ena wo se omoye ne tituru party chitafo a ewo famu no
NPP amayoko no echemu se mo peso mudi mane brumfinhia nwotwe ewo my Ghana ya manyosem abakosemu enti no enamso amowura boache jakon ayene se sa ensem no betimi abamudi a na esesefum sudie bi asi atwamu no mohwesiesie na obi biara omrasepo anase ntokwa bi woni mu no omohwe yi firi ho enema papa NPP amayoko no aye no momu dawro na afesu grassroots ono mo wofom no munti omo asem na omo fanye adwuma
2008 Never contested. It I don't know was a yo big one say 2024 the contest. I've been involved in the party political process from 1992 and even before. And to say akwanyaba na boacheja akusi obekobia. Edena enoye obi nwanwa ana obi entiase edena misrika but the BA nominations Boacheja will be there just like he was there 2008.
And Central for Bisa Ura Boacheja Kania Wardinier so for say Asa Manyukoni Yinimu, or Chemu said Debbie de Yinimu or Yejumapa, a free Echribe anymore.
You can serve your party in all kinds of positions, in all manner of positions. So I can tell you, say, look, almost some party pad, and yeah, was through. Look, the grassroots, they serve the party with all their hearts. What do they gain? Nothing. Onya minister ni, onya DC ni, onya assemblyman ni. Today no kuno, kuno I'm a party, a da or a party. They serve, but for what? Love of party, and what for a their position on the server. What the position there? And so you say or more I'm a party, or more aji party, or more from me. So it is me. I don't feel sidelined at all.
Ashanti Regional Deputy Director Emma Ghana Health Service how public health so hey Dr. Michael Roxon Agya has some of the air to Johnson fast womb see the ensuing some na behoro sana eno aboa ama covid no yetumi asano.
Dr. Michael Roxon Agya ono eneye Asante Mantema apomuden asoye no Metro Deputy Director in charge of air public health eno ade atu dwa se ensahohoro ade bi a eboa pa se
Adishima mama dama bosan twa me akoto nkra ye ba ade aka beto aso.
Yemfa kasie enko empotamu ensem emo. Omanfo a wo mo Iron City e wo kasoa e wo awutu senya East impotamu e wo mfimfim mantam no emo. Wo chirema wo se akwan bi a e wo se contractor ne yema wo mo no. Wo gyan saa e ne da ho e wo abekon onyeye nanso emuai ne enhyemu bia e mai.
Contractor ni a woye Iron City kwan no a no kasoa ene awutu senya East Mesini mo no ye penechira kwan yi hu no na enu nam so amomanfo ni bi ene UTV akasa omo ensem ene se contractor ni ba na woye adwuma no ene okofa anwea begu kwan ni mfimfini na sesi ameka se de ye din edema wo no mfie wo pomo no sombeko esanse anwea no azikwan sesi ye enjuenso ahase atwei anwea ni bi atete na akwakogu gatesa hodro ni amemu asisi a enjuo ni nkontinu ensuo ni yiri edefan krofo a wedie omo ekoto asomo ma hyebedwani onumanyamfo Mavis awokumsen ene abane se womrem na omunye bibi anya sadia ombeye demonstration
omo ye bridge wo yechi na bridge na omo ye no be 1 year ni omo sisi kwan bebre ema nsuo ni to a ekọ amanfo dan mu ekọ amanfo fie tipper truck no mudi ye adwuma no enso so ase kwan wo ka che driver for ni se omo hwe na omo emfa nwema gumu a omo fama ha de yi say esi more than 1 year ni nti nipa wa ha more than 20 houses enya ekwan ko mu fie ufa say ya obu akwa na obekọ ni fie a enwe obefro anso be sane e de akọ ni fie no enye asem kitwa. We are talking about almost 200 houses nipa ntimi fa ka enko mu fie obu akwa no kita kwala ontimi asesi ni fie ena gotanso no oma sisi gotan nso ni todin na bu na na mamanfo fie ni ehwe kwan so within short time na ka won wawie na so ni ehu ya ne se won be ya won jade na to ntin so to a na ayira be fa ye fie han me fie ni na abua fa ha se mu ni ade a chese ha yen pa
na beye be 1 month ni na yesi ha wakumsen eso oye gata yamai se sane ha ye no ba bia be fa kwa efie kura ye ntimi nko ekwan ni nyina ye basa se nso to a age ye tretre fie nkwala kura ntimi nko school enti we nso ato enkwala nko school o mu nyina hyehye dem hwe sane ya kwa nyina ye basa enu o matutu agu o gata o mu gusu ye ba yesi enso ni ha o nti o mu ntimi nya ne ntentem emfa ma ye nse ne ye pe no
so ha ba bia mi gina ya enhia yiri ya ma me shop mu ne ma nyina da afọ obi mfiri baabi kura na aba beto ade obi ampie obi antwam nipa kura antwam ya manyina ya keka dem na toilet ene amaniama bebre ni ehuhu wom enti asre aban no ya hye ya ka oman no ho
before na gates na emoa ekra contractor no ba no ya so hwe ni akoye gates anya ne etugu he me shop na esi hoyi o ya shop o si me bie timi mpie enti mesra mo madaro manana ado yesre wadaro maboaen na mo hwe na contractor ne nya ne o mantem yesre mo aso so de hiding place for amanfo anado ne nam ha akromfo woni nam ha anado no ahwe ya ede sekan atata
na wayadu baby na so still nso no to aye ho kyere yen wa hwe se ne o matutu ha ya ya besre se contractor nka onka ne ho hyekakra na nka ontimi nya fa nkotu okodu no man at least na nka nso no to at least ebenya baby afa ama yen so ye ho ahan se ne mo ba ya mo hwe nso eto anopa bebra ka fie mo ntimi anko adwuma obi kura fie ontimi kura mpie empo no abesen esan nso ni nti
yebeko sine east and afi sine west mainstream wo bunu east mantam na nanama hemfo na manfo nso de ato aban nim se nim ya no abanhwe na onya na omo ase na be akwan bi ti se de free atebu kwakwa da nso ni kajeji kwan no onhwenye ne nanim ni ya sanse ne ma hyeda enkoyi
one chance more say o deliver there say o yes super leadership style won the second office santi na me kan asisi say mo amuni say ye hu be hia bibia na enya hwe na ye kwan na ye kwan from lalai to chamiko na wa kika nyina no why de nanso ne fabe mikase ekwan yi say me hwe regional minister anamutu a otu ye ebra na ye kwan so aye huhu na samre eso abrasi na mediasida nso befa so e de amano
me and Rezi and Kola na momo ani ba bi pa nyina this is the need that said this is missing need that na the country and any that for that one I'm going to do it when making sure say baby bia teacher ni nurse ni agric officer wono any akuafo ni wo mu ase bi premixa problems here when making sure say the sector minister no be kasa
challenge ye bay ye faso nana ye musa ne tie we ye so ebo DC so nti ye kwan fo e bedi nsawoso na ye hwe kwan so kwan a ibetumi afaso assembly members nyame nhyiamu mo say development dey non-partisan ye be koso na saa nkamomu sonko a yenya at this period no ebitumi atoaso na a reflect ewo kwan a ebitumi develop se ne ye be ya ye kwa assembly a discussion bia no ebe development center.
Adishimama yakashebo no SC na anse ne bedi nkra no omaso bedi adansi ansa.
So what's closer to me that is how share me atade. The number is 0243 508 635 and a glamour by Pinnacle AMT 0277 430 989.
Near that Sida Emma specialized in so special drink and a fiduciary chocolate drink and then coffee drink say yakashebo omofa ho ka kinkan for yeso mo na nwumre yame. Agya Kabena medimini aba
Obahima Afia
Eda munyina asimamo ene hwe